Excellent. Right, students, just to let you know, as planned, okay, we would love to record this, okay? So the recording button has started, appearing on the screen. That is to say, we are now recording the lesson, and you can always, anytime, watch this, okay, at your own convenience. Whenever I post it in the Google Classroom. And today I would love to see more names appearing in the comment box. And that means to say when I see you multiple times, that because there will be several questions that I will be throwing out to find out whether you're there, to find out whether you are understanding it or not. Please do reply. All right, now here's what I need you to think about. A while ago during the warm up, before we recorded, start recording, I would say, we took the time to recall and remember what happened yesterday. And we know, okay, some of you said that you did not remember. So this is the time that you really need to pay attention because I'm going to show it to you once again. But that with this time is briefly. And then we had this liquid inside. And we know this came from the leaves of the plant that we extracted or we took the green chemical from the leaves. And yesterday we boiled it in an ethyl alcohol. I don't have it with me. The ethyl alcohol, as well as there is a water bath. You can watch the video recorded from yesterday so you can see the nitty gritty details, sorry, again of that experiment. But if you were paying attention yesterday, you will be able to make a connection because a student or a person understand whatever it's being taught if the person is able to make a connection to what has been learned, particularly if they are related. We can do that by making certain that we are here every time. Okay, because our lesson, when it comes to the plant, which you will see that we are now focusing our attention to plant, they are related one to the next. Okay, first of all, I need you to think about this. This is the green liquid with ethyl alcohol, and this green came from the leaves. And you know how we did it. These were the leaves that we soaked in the ethyl alcohol while it was boiling in a water bath. And we added an iodine, and we said that when there is a brown or reddish color, this means that the leaves have food. Because leaves, as we said, they are producers. Could you type the word once again? Let me see. By typing the word, I know that you are with me. Put the word producer one more time. Thank you. Oh, that was fast. I love it. All right. You're not snoozing, right? Because again, if we snooze, we lose. Be quick and efficient. All right. We don't want to lose any opportunity to participate. All right. Yeah. Producer. Plants are producer because they can just make their own food as long as the ingredients are there. Today we're going to find out in a more detailed manner how's the process of making food in plant actually happen. What do they need? And we're going to look at a diagram. What do they need? And at the end of the day, what do they make and what do they give? Aside from the food we get from them. Like again, a banana, a fruit, an organ, has starch, glucose. And this starch or glucose, well, the plants make them. As an evidence, let me get the word once again. As an evidence, it's sunken, hold on. Tiny space here. And again, as an evidence, in our experiment yesterday, there was a change in color. from green to brown. And that was through a chemical reaction, which we had learned many times, many weeks in the previous week. Okay, in a reaction, we need to have reactants, we have iodine, we have the chemicals in the leaves. They reacted. As a result, the brown color appeared. And the brown color means that plant makes food. Evidently, the brown appeared. There is glucose in the leaf. Okay. Are you still with me, by the way? Tell me, are you still with me? Yeah, lovely, thank you. Yeah, let me see who. Ayan, Diana, Patricia, excellent. If you have not put your name there, I know you are here because I see your screen in Google Meet. Okay, participate. All right. Again, you lose, you lose. All right, meaning to say, be quick and efficient. Oh, Giovanna left the meeting. Hopefully, it's a disconnection because of technology, just like what happened to one of my students yesterday. Okay, I think that was in this period or in sixth period. So he was disconnected because of technology, and he politely returned and he told me what happened. And now I stopped thinking about, oh, right? So make it a habit. Whenever you're disconnected, and I understand. Let me know. Okay? Right. Moving on. So I'm going to put this set aside right there, and we know that these were the leaves. Then I transfer the liquid, which is ethyl alcohol, with a green chemical from the leaves in the test tube. For us to have some visual, something to recall and remember. All right, class, I'm going to refocus the camera. And this time, I want you to be ready because I will be using some vocabulary or words that probably you have heard in the past. I said it quite a few times, but this time I'm going to put it right at the center. Okay, so but all gonna be. I will try my best to explain it to you, and I do have some pictures, diagrams that I'm going to have for you to look as you listen. Once again, listening may make you not remember, but you listen. When you listen and you watch whatever you are listening, if there's an opportunity to observe, more chance of remembering. Okay? So now I'm going to refocus the camera. Everybody, please pay close attention. So at the end of this lesson, we should be able to exactly know what would it take for the plant, okay, to make their own food. In other words, what do they need? And at the end, what do they make? And what do they give? All right? So let me refocus. Actually, I will start with the words that I'm talking about. So everybody, please. In this particular lesson, we are going to look at the process on how plants make their own food. We are going to use the word photosynthesis. When I say photosynthesis, this is when plants make food. Okay? Now, let's practice the word by putting it in the room. Everybody, please. This is the first opportunity to type the word. Please put the word photosynthesis. I'm going to cover. So, thank you, Anthony. That was fast. Excellent. Anthony, check your grade today, huh? I'm gonna give you the participation points. And the rest of the people who are putting the word, including Tomas. Yeah, really, Isel. Right, today at the end of the day, by the end of the day, check your grade and you will see participation. Participation, you're gonna get 10 points if I see your name there multiple times, okay? I will never forget because I will get that email. All right, if you don't see your name there, I didn't see your name in the room. And there is no record. Yes, thank you, Patricia. You're the last one. Okay, so photosynthesis, quite a long word, isn't it? You may make a mistake in the spelling, that's all right. But here's the thing. Here's the big idea. Photosynthesis is simply plant making food. And the plant needs light. Remember, you gotta put your seed when it starts growing the leaves in the light in your first experiment. That's why I do have the lump here. And there is a light there. Mhm. Most of the plant needs some sort of light. Okay. All right. So Giovanni left the meeting. Hopefully it is a technical problem. Okay. So let me refocus. Now, the words, it's coupled with the word process. All right. Process. Process means it's not just one, but at least 2 or 3 steps. Just like when you cook, let us say, fry egg. There is a process in frying egg. And we saw it during our science kitchen experiment. All right, meaning there is a step 1, step 2, or there are things that are needed. It's not magic. Oh, no, it isn't. There are process. In the case of the plant, there are things that they need to have. Basic or the bare necessities. It's called process. Could you put the word process in the room? I'm going to refocus. Everybody, please, second opportunity now. Type the word process. Process. Everybody, I can see that. Oh, thanks, Shirley. That was quite class. I think we are getting better because I've seen it's quicker response. All right. We're going to look at the process of photosynthesis. Now, you're going to see me putting 1 or 2 picture words at a time on the blue background. And please pay close attention because I will be explaining verbally and I'm going to use my hand to put things on the on this blue counter. Shall I say, okay, use the word counter. It's a mobile counter. And we're going to put it like a puzzle. Isn't it? When a puzzle, there's some pieces. Okay, and then and then eventually we're gonna see the big picture. All right, let me get this. What are the things that I need for you to visualize? All right, to see. First of all, of course, the main character is the plant. Okay, and we have the plant here. Our main character. Wait, hold on, class. Where is my main character? Hold on. Oh, it's right here. I already took it. Woo! Teacher, you're old. Yeah, I'm old. I'm turning 55, by the way. But I make sure that I'm aware that they are around. All right, class. The story starts with a young, I would say, not a seed anymore. Not a seed. Is a grown-up plant. Grown up. Just like you growing. It's not a seed because there are leaves already. When leaves are present, then you gotta put the plant in an area where there is light, whether it is an indoor or an outdoor, depending on the type of plant. If it is an outdoor, they need sunny day. If it is an indoor, they can use a light bulb, as long as there is a light. All right, now everybody, please look. And of course, in this particular plant, we're using a plant that needs soil. Okay? Not all plants need soil. We know that. Not all plants. Soil is basically not the basic thing for all plants to grow. Well, as an evidence, it's growing. Right? This onion has been growing leaves. No soil, just water. As long as the roots are submerged in water, at least the roots are absorbing the water and the leaves are exposed to light, they're happy camper. They can make their own food. All right, so not. That's why you can, in your next project, you are to use a sponge or a cotton or a paper towel. No soil this time. Okay. Are you still with me, by the way? You still with me? Excellent. You're really again. Whenever I see your name, that's worth 10 points of participation. Plus, let me tell you, that's really quite a good one. When I put 10, it's already 100 for participation. Okay, I either put 10 or nothing. All right, no 9, just 10. That's how generous am I. Okay, Christmas bonus. All right. All right. So here we have the story begins with a plant. Okay, a flowering plant that requires soil. We're gonna show the process. This is a grown plant, and this is a. Do you think what plant? What kind of flower is this? Anybody? It could be something else. What kind? Yeah, it's a sunflower. Yes. We're almost spring. Almost spring, and then summer. Then you will see lots of. I love sunflower. Okay, and the story goes. So this plant will definitely have to be exposed to sunlight. The one of the basic need, and you will see that's a sun there. The sunlight there's an arrow. The sunlight gets to the green leaves. The sunlight is absorbed by the plants using their leaves. Right? What part of the plant did I say? The sunlight or the light gets to the plant through the leaves. Type the word leaves, everybody. Oh, Dariana, your favorite flower? Oh, me too, as a matter of fact, especially when they are massive. Yes, Dariana, thanks. Yeah. They get the light from the, so don't cut too much leaves away from the plant, because see the leaves, a lot of them are facing the sky like this. When they're like that, they're dried, they're dying. But the leaves of the trees are basically facing the sky or facing the ceiling, kind of saying if the plant can just talk, they can say, oh, gimme light. Right? But in this case, it's in the picture, you will actually see that the leaves are kind of, oh, gimme. They're not like this. They need to be exposed. And the green, which makes them color that way, it's because of this chemical. And the green leaves are the ones, okay, and the green leaves, they are the ones. Could you type the word trap in the room? The green leaves, they trap the light. Yes, they do. They trap or they get or they capture the light. So do an experiment. Okay, so put the plant in the dark and the other one in the light, which we did. Remember our first experiment. How does light affect the growth of the bean? We found out that plant exposed to just enough light, they grow. All right, trap. So the reason why they green, the chemicals in the leaves that makes them green, actually they are the one trapping the light. They have to get the light in some ways. They trap the light. And that green chemical is kind of what we call chlorophyll. It's another word. We're gonna hammer it down eventually. But could you try to put the word chlorophyll? Try to put the word chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. If you don't know the spelling, go ahead. Look it up. Multiple times as we move on. But today, the green helps the plant because it traps the light. And it's called chlorophyll. We're gonna be using the word multiple times soon and very soon. But that's how it is called. The chlorophyll makes the plant green. And this chlorophyll in the leaves, they are the ones getting the light. All right. By the way, are you still with me? Are we clear so far? Just want to make certain. Yes. Yes. Because we're getting to the halfway part of our lesson. Okay. As we put this diagram like a puzzle. All right. So they need the light. What do you think? What else plant need in order to grow and make food? Tell me. What do you think? Oh, chlorophyll. Okay. Well, yes, Nicole, correct. Correct. You're smart. Water, right? Just like what you saw I did with even the seeds who do not have leaves yet, they gotta get water. And that's when they start growing, germinating. But when they start growing the leaves, you better put them in the light for them to start making food. All right? Seeds, they're not making food. They're using the food in the seed. The seed, that's why it's kind of circular and it's kind of depending on the seeds. There's only a tiny little organism inside, but most of the seed is food for the growing seed. They have their own food to begin with. Just like us, when we're growing inside the mother's body, we are connected to the mother, but through the umbilical cord, we are getting our sustenance or food from the mom. That's why mom is the best woman in the world, I guess. That's the way I see it. Without the mother, I don't have food while I'm inside, while I'm growing and developing before I see the world, right? Because the umbilical cord connects us to the mother, and the food of the mom is the food of the baby. In the case of, oh, thanks, Betsy. Is that your level of understanding? Good. Looks like 5, huh? Yeah. So the seeds, they have their own food. But as they grow leaves, the food become less and less and less. They got to start making their own food. Otherwise, they're gonna resting in peace. All right, let's moving on. Move on. Right now, let me refocus once again, because we want to see what do plants need. So, of course, Nicole mentioned the water. Yeah, water is a necessity. Right now, the water from the soil enter the plant through the roots. And in the previous lesson that was this week, we label the different parts. So the water enters the root of the plant. And the water is, in this case, from the soil. Okay, do plants need some form of a gas? We need oxygen to survive, right? Do plants need gas? Do they need gas? Do they need air? Yeah, yes, they do. Thanks. Anybody know what kind of gas? We need oxygen. We need oxygen. The plants need this. Tell me if you, I know you remember this, hopefully. The plant need this molecule. All right, what is written there? Anybody can remember? I'm using a symbol. It's called carbon. Remember the word carbon, excuse me, carbon dioxide. CO2. I'm sorry if I wrote it sloppy. Okay? Carbon dioxide. They need this free carbon dioxide that is in the atmosphere or in the air. Thank you, Thomas. Everybody, please put the word that Thomas just put in the chat room. You can copy and paste. I can give you a permission. Oh, thanks, Isel. Yes. And we have mentioned the word multiple times, in the past several weeks when we were learning elements, compounds, chemical reactions. Now, we're looking at this carbon dioxide as a molecule, a compound that plants will need for them to include that as an ingredient in making own food. All right, so they need a carbon dioxide, the CO2, okay? All right, so aside from looking at the diagram once again, all right, so the plants need carbon dioxide. The arrow indicates that the carbon dioxide goes to the plant through the leaves as well. So leaves are so essential. Very important part of a plant. That's where the carbon dioxide goes, and the leaves are the ones trapping the light. Multitasking, huh? I think that's why that there's a lot of leaves in one tree, right? They love making leaves because that's the main part plants need? There's three of them. All right, what do they need? These are the plants. What the plants need. Everybody, type the word. What did they put on the tray? Type this word, please. Type this word, needs. Everybody, please type the word needs. Excellent. Right. Let's do a quick little summary before we go to the other next half of the story of how plants make food. Hold on, let me pick the rag. All right, what plants need? Kind of like when you're making frying up an egg. You gotta have the egg, of course. You gotta have the what else? A salt to taste, and then what else? Oil. All right. Of course, you gotta have all the materials that you need, like the frying pan, etc., etc., etc. So plants need. Let's put it here. Plants need. Okay. Water. Plants need carbon dioxide. What else am I missing? What else do plants need? Take a look. Type in the room. What else do plants need? We have the carbon dioxide. Plants need water. And what else do plants need? The light, right? Light. Excellent. I will include soil if they do require soil to grow. All right, but not all plants need soil to grow. There are plants that are aquatic. All right, meaning to say they live in water. An example, a plant that can live in water and on water and on soil is the onion. Where's the onion? This is an onion. All right, can survive in water, only no soil, and they can start. Yes, soil is optional. Right, I love that, Anthony. Optional. Isn't it that's nice? Every time we get an option, I love options, by the way. Whenever it's always optional, oh, excellent, thank you. All right, but mask is not optional though. Not unless you get vaccinated, right? That's what I say. When you get vaccinated, you can gather among people that have been vaccinated. All right. So, but when you return back to school, it's not optional. You gotta wear a mask. All right. So here, yeah, onions survive in water and in soil. That's why soil, it's not critical, is not critically essential. But of course, soil, that's extra nutrients can be found in soil. All right, so let's recap. So plants need carbon dioxide, the gas, light, as well as water. All right, now, when they make food, when they have all what they need, now the plants can make whatever they need to make. In our lesson yesterday, we investigated and looked for evidence that if food is present, then the leaves will turn brown in the experiment, and we found that, right? In the result, it fell. The brown, as we said, means that there is a glucose or starch, and that's what plants make. So that is to say, with all this, what plants need to make food, they are able to make sugar. And this sugar is like the starch. All right, could you put the word sugar in the room? Sugar. Plants make sugar, right? Yeah. The sugar example is a starch or a glucose, and we used the word starch yesterday, and you will see that an arrow is coming away from the leaves. And there is one more essential gas that plants make. Let me see. Anybody know why plants make the surrounding fresh and nice to breathe in the air when there are lots of plants, what do they give off? They need carbon dioxide, but what do plants give off? What gas they give off? They yes, oxygen, right? That's why the more plants, the better. And we need oxygen. Mhm. We need. So that's a tree planting is essential to improve the quality of air, to provide more oxygen for us to use. Animals as well. That's why it's better to live now. I love living in a countryside. The air is fresh, and it's cooler. Now, yeah, they they need everybody. Oops, excellent. I am refocusing. So the plants give off or make oxygen. They go to the air. We inhale it, and they make sugar. And again, this sugar starches we can find it in a banana, in a fruit, and of course, plants, they need to use the food they make for them to continue growing and developing. They have their own share. And they also make and give. They give carbon, they give us oxygen, and they give us food. Now, let's take, by the way, are we clear so far? Before we summarize this, how's your level of understanding at this point? Five, I know it's all teachers so far. I know what they need and I know what they make. Excellent. Four. Let me see. Thanks, Patricia. Isel. Yeah. Yes. Last but not the least, we have what they need. Now, let's look at, again, in a different manner, what do they make and what do they give? Plants are good. I love plants. I'm vegetarian. So I'm vegetarian, so I love plants. Okay, so in this case, oh, by the way, there are people who are non-vegetarian. Don't get me wrong, huh? There are people who are non-vegetarian who love plants. Okay, all right, let me refocus. Let's look at what do they make and give as well. So from here, plants make and give sugar. And what else do plants give? Tell me. Look at the diagram here. What else do plants give aside from sugar, which they make? What do they give for us to inhale? I'm waiting. What do they give? What do we need to keep on surviving? Oxygen. Lovely. Excelente. They need oxygen. Okay, class. Final ask. Did we accomplish our goal? Wherein we want to see how plants make food, what do they need, and what do they make. Did we accomplish our goal? Tell me. Yes. What about, yes, we did. We saw what they need and what they make. And what parts of the plant are involved in the process. And we have mentioned to begin with that this is the process of photosynthesis. I can use this my headband. It's a process of photosynthesis. All right? We're going to use this word multiple times. And that's the reason why plants are green. They need to have the green chemicals in order to trap the light because light is essential. All right? All right, lastly, level of understanding, please a 5. I know it's a well, Mr. Felix, I can teach anybody. Excellent. If you haven't responded before I stop the recording, please do so now. Excellent. Oh, lots of 4. Let me check. Yeah, 4. What about the rest? Let me see. Yeah, they're here. Please put your level of understanding. Okay? So, I'm going to stop the recording now and we will move on to the last 3 minutes that I want you to use productively before I allow you to go. Let me stop the recording. Excellent.